Now, after European Union refused to give the green pass to Indian vaccines, some countries have now gone a step ahead and given approvals for Covishield. 8 EU countries, including Switzerland, have now approved Indian vaccine Covishield. EU nations, Austria, Germany, Slovenia, Greece, Iceland, Ireland and Spain have now confirmed including Covishield in their green pass. They've given a green signal to Covishield. Estonia has now approved all vaccines in India, Covishield as well as Covaxin. These nations have now given a nod to Covishield right after the European Union made it quite clear that member states had the option of approving WHO-authorized vaccines. This comes right after India sent out an offer to the European Union. Sources have told India today that India will begin a reciprocal policy when it comes to exemption from quarantine for European countries. Now let's take a quick look at all the vaccine-related stories across the globe. India's drug controller has denied permission to Dr. Reddy's to conduct phase 3 trials of Russian-made single-dose Sputnik Light COVID-19 vaccine in India. Sputnik Light is a one-shot vaccine from the makers of the Sputnik V vaccine. Sources in the subject expert committee did not find a scientific basis to conduct phase 3 trials since Sputnik Light is nothing but just the first dose of Sputnik V. Zydus Cadila has applied for emergency use authorization for its vaccine to the Drug Controller General of India. The Indian drug maker is now awaiting the DCGI's nod for its vaccine, which is for the 12+ category. Zydus Cadila has concluded its phase 3 trials. More than 28,000 volunteers involved in the late-stage trials. After corruption scandals surrounding Bharat Biotech's Covaxin in Brazil, new reports suggest that there could be irregularities in the procurement of AstraZeneca vaccine as well. According to a media outlet in Brazil, Bolsonaro government asked for a bribe of $1 per dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. However, the company clarified that there was no irregularities in their deal. Now, meanwhile, the government panel has recommended against following SII to conduct trials of Covaxin on children aged between 2 to 17 years. According to sources, expert panel of the country's Central Drug Authority on Wednesday advocated against granting permission to the Serum Institute of India to conduct phase 2 and phase 3 trials of COVID-19 vaccine, Covovax, on children aged between 2 and 17. The government panel reportedly cited that the vaccine has not been approved in any country. Serum Institute had earlier this week sought permission from Drugs Controller General of India to conduct trials of Covovax on 920 children. According to reports, the experts panel here also urged Serum Institute to submit the safety and immunogenicity data of Covovax from the ongoing clinical trials in adults for considering the conduct of clinical trials in children. Meanwhile, former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar and RJD Chief Tejaswi Yadav and his older brother Tej Pratap finally took the COVID jab. But it's not even a week since Tejaswi said that he would take the vaccine only after every single person in Bihar is inoculated. What really made Tejaswi change his mind here in just a week's time? Let's take a listen.
Tejaswi Yadav has been a target of the BJP and JDU over his reluctance to take the COVID-19 vaccine. But that defiance has changed now. On Wednesday afternoon, Lalu's son Tej Pratap and Tejaswi reached Medanta Hospital in Patna and took the first dose of the Sputnik vaccine. Medanta Hospital is the first in Bihar where the Russian vaccine has been made available.
बहुत लोग बोलते रहते हैं, बोलने दीजिए, उनका अपना काम है। हम लोगों ने स्पुतनिक लगाया। जानते हैं कि
The change of heart came less than a week after the former Bihar Deputy CM said he would take the jab when needed. Both Tejaswi and Tej Pratap have been relentlessly criticizing the Nitish government's vaccination drive. The JDU slammed the brothers for taking a Russian vaccine and not a homegrown one.
तेजस्वी यादव कोविड-19 के टीकाकरण को जनवरी 2021 में काल्पनिक बता रहे थे और ये अभी तक मुगालते में थे, लेकिन खैर टीका लिया तो देसी नहीं विदेशी।
What could have changed their mind is a direction issued by the Bihar Assembly Speaker that every legislator needs to get vaccinated before the beginning of the monsoon session of the House. With Rohit Singh in Patna, Bureau Report, India Today.
Shifting focus here, a day after disgruntled Congress leader Navjot Singh Sidhu met with Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi in the national capital back in Punjab, Chief Minister Amrinder Singh is on a mission now to garner support for his cause. Amrinder Singh has invited his supporters and MLAs for lunch at his residence in Chandigarh. In fact, their lunch meeting is currently underway. Sources have told India Today that the captain's lunch diplomacy is aimed to assess who all are currently backing, if at all, Navjot Singh Sidhu is given a key role in the Punjab Congress. Remember, Sidhu had met with Rahul Gandhi for over an hour last evening, and speculations are rife over a key responsibility to be given to him in a day or two's time. Meanwhile, as severe heat waves continue to in fact impact Delhi in such a way, it's recorded 43 degrees Celsius just on Wednesday, the highest recorded temperature for the city this year so far. As per the IMD, Delhi NCR region is likely to see heat wave conditions during the next 2 days. Maximum temperature today was recorded at 42 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature will hover around 32 degrees Celsius. However, the IMD has predicted that Delhi NCR would start receiving monsoon rains by 7th of July as conditions are likely to become favorable for monsoons. The sudden rise in temperature has also increased power consumption in the city.
Usually by July 1, it's wet, rainy day in the northern India or the northwest, including the national capital and the NCR region. But unlike the usual days this time, the heat wave is quite serious. And as per the meteorological department on Wednesday, the mercury level was 43.5 degrees Celsius, which is the highest so far this year. So clearly there is no respite for the people in the national capital for the next few days. As the IMD says, the monsoon is now delayed for more than a week. The maximum temperature recorded at Safdarjung Observatory on Wednesday was more than 43 degrees, and that's clearly is now a trouble. Certainly there was certain disturbance caused the weather activities, and now the Met suggests that it is going to be delayed for a week. And last, the similar activity which was reported was in 2012 when the monsoon was delayed and it touched Delhi on 7th of July. And this has been 1st July now, and there is no activities of monsoon in the northern belt, particularly in northwest India. And that's exactly why the region of severe heat waves all across this city, which is affecting the lives, in this season where it has to be a monsoon one, a rainy day. With this report in the national capital with Alok Das, I'm Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
3 दिन से बहुत बुरा हाल है।
अच्छा,
बहुत ज़्यादा ही बुरा हाल 3 दिन से। अभी में रात में नाइट में लाइट भी कट जाती है, समस्या हो रही है। अब ड्यूटी आने के लिए बस में इतनी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है कि बस में चढ़ नहीं जा रहा है।
गर्मी परेशान कर रही है इस साल?
बिल्कुल सर, गर्मी तो बहुत तेज है।
कितने दिन से ज़्यादा दिक्कत हो रही है?
सर 4-5 दिन से ज़्यादा दिक्कत है।
काम धंधे पर भी असर पड़ा है गर्मी को?
बिल्कुल है सर, सारा दिन सन्नाटा पड़ा रहा। गर्मी की वजह से कोई बाहर नहीं निकल रहा है। हम तो परेशान हो रहे हैं। एमपी से आए हम कल्पना नहीं कर रहे थे इतनी गर्मी लगेगी। मेरी बेटी के यहाँ ज्वाइन करवाने के लिए आया था मैं, तो ये सोच के नहीं आता इतना परेशान हो जाएंगे हम।
Now, many parts of Canada, US and UK are currently facing extreme weather conditions amid a heat wave that's currently prevailing over Western Canada for several days now. Canada is now hotter than Delhi, with the heat wave claiming more than 200 lives there. Here's more on that.
Canada is now hotter than Delhi. Unbelievable, but the western part of Canada is seeing furnace-like temperatures that would put hottest places in Rajasthan in the shade. For a few days now, the mercury in areas around Vancouver have gone well beyond 49 degrees Celsius. Businesses have shut down. Schools are closed. Even COVID vaccination centers have closed their doors. In these regions, otherwise known for its cold, the unprecedented heat wave has crippled life. More than 200 people have died in Canada since last week because of the scorching heat. Meteorologists are blaming it on what they call the dome of high pressure. The big concern is that the pressure cooker heat wave extending from British Columbia to the northwestern parts of the United States is triggering extreme drought and widespread wildfires. A US drought monitor has warned that more than 58 million people could be hit by drought-like conditions.
We went to a couple different places looking for air conditioning units, and they were sold out everywhere. I was very concerned. She's only 2 weeks, so she was really hot, and we gave her a lot of baths and tried to keep her cool, but it was a little difficult.
It was difficult for us to walk around in the city. We were expecting to go to the Pike's Place Market and do some sightseeing, and we weren't able to do much, just maybe like go eat sushi and then try to get back to the hotel.
Already, fires have burned down more than 661,400 acres across 12 states in the US. Canadians have never seen such conditions ever. Most homes have never found it necessary to even have cooling systems. Today, air conditioners have disappeared from stores.
That's 4 times as much as what we typically see, especially in June. Usually we don't get this heat till July, maybe August, so definitely surpasses what we've ever seen before.
To fight the heat, temporary water fountains and misting stations have sprung up on streets. The immediate focus is on saving lives. Bureau Report, India Today.